Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata. If you guys have a Hyundai Sonata, you need to remove or replace front strut. Stay with us, we will explain guys how to do that. Also we will explain about symptoms of bad strut, shock. Stay with us, all that will be covered in this video. And also we will explain what you need to do to remove it and replace it, and where you can get one from for a really good price, quick shipping as well. So this should actually work on Hyundai Sonata generation from year 2010 all the way to year 2015 guys. Also let me introduce you quick to the channel. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools, anything like that, we'll share the links in the description of the video below, and you can see where we get all that from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. Another thing, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos, and specifically guys on this Hyundai Sonata we'll have more than 300 videos, mechanical videos that will be uploaded on the channel you're watching right now, and we'll have more than 200 electrical videos about diagnostics, fixing electrical components, and that will be posted on our second channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. Check it out guys. Everything will be shared so we can guys save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. So first, what you need to do, you need to jack the vehicle up guys on the side that you need to replace. For instance, we'll be doing on the front right. We have the you can see here the little lift, but you can use just a jack with a jack stand. Always use jack stands, never rely on the jack itself, because if a jack seal fails, the car will drop on you and it can kill you guys. So always support the car when you're working on it, and when you remove the wheel, even put it under the vehicle, so in case it falls, it's going to fall on the tire and not on you. Now, you will need to remove your wheel, pretty easy, 5 lug nuts, it comes out. Most of you can do that. Now, what else we need to do here? This is your strut, right here, that's the strut. This is a sway bar ring that attaches to the strut. Multiple things attached to the strut. The brake line, the ABS, wheel speed sensor, sway bar link, the wheel hub, and then the strut attaches to the body on the top. So, first thing that we need to do, we need to disconnect the sway bar link. Now there is a trick about doing that guys. Why? Because if you have the front two tires in the air at the same time, you will have absolutely zero tension on the sway bar. If you jack only one side up, you will have so much tension on the sway bar that when you remove that nut, you need to use a pry bar to bring it down so you can pull the sway bar link out. We'll recommend to just use jack stands and go ahead and put both of the tires in the air on the front end. We're gonna get a jack stand and support the control arm here, because things will fall once we start getting the shock loose. So let's remove the sway bar link first. This one is with a 19mm socket guys. It was 19mm that we need to use. Perfect, right there. It will be tight. Now if it starts spinning guys, if the nut is not getting loose, it's just spinning, you will need to hold the stem of the bolt on the back side with a wrench. Perfect. Now since we have front two tires in the air, we'll have zero tension on the sway bar, and you can just pull the link out. Pretty easy. It's very important to disconnect the ABS sensor from the strut and the brake line as well, because otherwise you can cause severe damage to your brake lines, strut, and you don't want to the speed sensor, and you don't want that to happen. 10mm socket, and we're going to get a 12mm socket, and we're going to get the brake line bolt loose. We have one bolt for the ABS sensor, also known as wheel speed sensor. That's what we're doing now. Perfect. And then we have one more on the other side, holding that ABS sensor in place. Alright, let's go ahead, get them loose. Perfect, one is out. Now we'll be working on, drop the socket, we'll be removing the other two. This one on the back side, I think I can remove it by hand, most likely. Yep, I just dropped that bolt right there. Perfect, all three of them look the same. Now those things are loose, as you can see. We recommend guys to get WD-40 penetrating spray, and spraying those nuts, here can help a little bit, because you can have quite a bit of rust and dust build up there. So we'll go ahead, do that. Okay, perfect. Let it soak for a little bit. Now we're going to get, this is a 24mm socket, guys. On this side, on the back side, it's 18mm. You may need to hold both of them at the same time. Every time you replace a strut, you need to go to front end alignment, okay? Because you can change the angle, the camber of your Hyundai, and that can affect it quite a bit. So you can see now. Okay, we're going to get 18mm on the back side. We need to probably flip the socket one time so it can come in a comfortable position. Start getting it loose. Okay, 1 second. We need to flip this one so it holds the thing in place. You can see how tight those nuts are. I think you need to consult with your manual. For certain models. You need to use new strut bolts and nuts every time you remove them, because those are the self-locking nuts. Now let's go ahead and do that to the bottom one more. Okay, you can see where we are now. Perfect. The moment you get both of them loose, your alignment will be off immediately, guys. Okay, now let's just get them loose a little bit, and you will see, okay, if you get them loose to the point that you can actually change the camber a little bit on your car too. So let's start getting them loose. Now we'll try to get them loose on the back side with impact, so we don't have to unscrew so much. Okay, now we need to change the battery because our impact battery got weak, and we're actually unscrewing the bolt with the impact here. It's so tight fit. Okay, if you move the hub a little bit, it may come out a little bit easier. You can try to hammer it out, but there is a possibility that you will damage it too. So let's go ahead, do the top one now. And now let's just unscrew the bolts. Alright. You might need to go more with the impact. Oh, push in a little bit, it will come out. Perfect, that's massive bolt, guys. This car is well built car. That's for sure. We like the suspension. Now if you hold it here, okay, with the screwdriver a little bit so it doesn't fall, you can push on the back bolt. Okay, and we might have to come out of the thread, so you might need to use the impact to just unscrew it so it can come out of the thread on this side. Otherwise it may not come out, guys. Okay, let me push it out. Okay. Perfect, second bolt is out. Now it's important not to put too much pressure on the brake line and ABS sensor, because things can break and you can cause damage to the line that you cannot see now, but you may lose your brakes in the future. So support your hub to where it doesn't have any any tension. Also don't pull on the CV axle. If you pull more that way, it can come off on the back side, and what can happen there, okay, if that happens, okay, it can come out and you will have to remove the CV axle to install it. So you can get like a wire or something, and or a zip tie, heavy duty zip tie, and put it right here, okay, for the mount, and maybe that ear of the hub here, so that way will be loose. Will not be loose and will not hang, guys. So that's what we'll try to do now. Okay, we're getting a wire now, and we're almost to the point that we can proceed with the next step. Now, if you want to see any specific videos on this car, guys, or anything else that you have problems on your car, drop a comment below. We'll try to make a video when we have time for your specific problem. Sometimes we're really busy, but we try to make as many videos as we can so we can help as many people as we can as well. So we would really appreciate if you subscribe, like, and leave a comment below with your specific problem, or if you appreciate our work. So let's go ahead, do that. Okay, let's tie it now. Perfect, so it doesn't go anywhere. Now we need to open the hood and go on top, guys, on that Hyundai. Once we open the hood, okay, I'm gonna open it. Let's support it because our shock is completely shot, so we'll have a video how to replace a strut on a hood as well. Okay, come down, perfect. So I supported it with the extension here on top. Okay, remove that cap. Okay, you don't need it there. Now we have 3 nuts that we need to remove, and those are in a spider, that spider there. It's been stuck for a while. Now we need to go ahead, remove these 3 nuts, and I think before you remove the last one, you have to support the strut because it's going to fall, guys. Nothing else will hold it. So this is, was that 14 millimeter? Hyundai likes to use 10, 12, 14, 17, 19, and 24 quite often, guys. So the most common ones are 10, 12, and 14 that you can see on that engine. On the last one, you have to hold the strut. Okay, I'm going to show you. Okay, one nut is out. Let's remove the second one now. And on the third one, okay, what I'll do, I'll just grab the strut with one hand, hold it here, okay, and let's remove it now. Okay, everything is loose on top. Okay, let me see now. Here, okay, ABS wheel speed sensor is in the way. 1 second. Okay, let's try to come out now. It should come out. Nothing else is holding it. Okay, let me check. I think it just got stuck a little bit, so you need to just tap on it a little bit. We'll hold the strut on the bottom. Okay, and come loose. Okay, careful not to break your ABS wheel speed sensor or brake line, and the strut assembly comes out. If you want to see how to remove the spring on a strut, we have the video on the channel, and I'll try to put the link in the description of the video below. But that's how you guys do it. If you need to purchase new ones and you want to find out, okay, where you can get them for a really good price and quick shipping as well, where we get all our parts from, check out the link in the description of the video below. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.